Act 2. Ivan's horse had died. He had worked so hard, galloping day and night through the wind and the cold and the snow, that the horse just died of exhaustion. Ivan looked around at the vast area he was in, and he was all alone. He decided he was going to go ahead and start hiking. He got closer and closer to a forest. It was a primeval forest with very old trees and thick, lush greenery all around. As Ivan went into the forest, he looked around and then felt a feeling of solitude. Peace came upon Ivan. He did not feel lonely, and he felt energized. He looked around at the trees and the canopy, when suddenly he saw a wolf. He was slowly creeping towards Ivan. Ivan backed away, but the wolf said, "Wait, Ivan. I remember you and your family. Your father, Tsar Vasily, helped me save my cubs one time. I have never forgotten what your family has done for mine, and I am indebted to your family because of that. I am now here to help you because your family helped mine." Ivan explained to the wolf, "I am looking for the Firebird, but it is very difficult to find him." The wolf replied, "I know exactly where the Firebird is. There is a fortress in the forest that we must go to. That is where the Firebird is. Come along, you can get on my back, and I will take you there." Ivan got on the back of the wolf, and they rode off. As Ivan rode the wolf, they ran through the forest. They came closer to a valley, where down in the valley there were trees around a fortress. The fortress had walls on both sides and large towers. In the middle, there were people all around. The wolf told Ivan, "That is where you need to go to get the Firebird. But understand, you must not touch its cage. You must leave it alone." Ivan told the wolf he understood and waited for night. As evening came, Ivan slowly and quietly entered the fortress. He noticed a very tall tower with a light shimmering at the top of the tower, and he knew that was where the Firebird was. Ivan went into the tower and walked up the spiral staircase. He arrived at the top of the tower, and sure enough, there was the Firebird. There is a large golden cage around the Firebird, and Ivan was astonished. The cage was amazing, and he could not stop looking at it. He decided he was going to take everything, the cage and the bird. As Ivan grabbed the cage, large bells began to toll. Dong, dong. It was extremely loud, and suddenly soldiers were approaching Ivan from all directions. They each had a long spear that they were pointing at Ivan. A czar with a big, large coat and heavy, thick mustache came stomping over and demanded to know what was going on and who was trying to steal his Firebird. The soldiers all pointed at Ivan. Ivan turned to the Tsar and said, "I am so sorry. My name is Ivan." "Wait," the Tsar said. "You are Ivan. That means you are Tsar Vasili's son." Ivan said, "Yes," and he explained to the Tsar what was going on. He explained how the Firebird had been stealing his father's golden apples, and so his father had demanded the Firebird. The Tsar thought about it and then said, "I have a horse with a golden mane who is taken off and is missing. If you are able to locate my horse and bring him back to me, in exchange I will give you the Firebird so that you can take it to your father." Ivan said, "Yes, I will agree to this." And he left the fortress and found the wolf. The wolf said to him, "I told you, do not touch the cage of the Firebird." Ivan said, "I understand," but explained to the wolf what the Tsar had said about the horse with the golden mane. The wolf said, "I have actually heard rumors about this horse, and he is in a palace far away. Come, we will find him." Ivan got on the back of the gray wolf, and they rode off to find the horse with the golden mane. The gray wolf and Ivan ran through the taiga, the vastness of the mountains and the trees, until they got to the top of the mountain where they saw the stone palace. The stone palace was beautiful. The wolf turned to Ivan and said, "Tonight you must go into the garden. There you will see the horse with the golden mane in the paddock. You will also see a golden harness. Do not touch the harness." Ivan agreed and waited for nightfall. The crescent moon had risen into the night sky. Ivan went into the garden, and as the moonlight shined down, he saw the horse with the golden mane. Ivan jumped the fence of the paddock, and there he saw the golden harness. It was amazing. The stitching and the leather and the gold. Ivan could not help himself, and he reached out to grab the harness. Yellow horns sounded honk, honk. Ivan looked around and saw soldiers approaching him from all directions. They all pulled out their swords and aimed them towards Ivan. Again, he knew that he had been caught. This time, a very tall and thin Tsar came running out and asked, "What is going on?" Ivan explained the situation. He went back to the beginning of the story of the golden apple tree with his father, the Firebird, and now the horse with the golden mane. As he explained the story, the Tsar listened. The Tsar said, "There is a man named Koshi the Immortal. He is a horrible man. He has been going around and kidnapping Tsarvinyas. One of them is my daughter. Her name is Yelena. I would like for you to find my daughter and bring her back. Many of my men from my army have gone and tried this. However, they have not returned." Ivan thought about this. He said, "I will try to find your daughter." The Tsar was very thankful. Ivan went out to find the gray wolf, and the gray wolf said, "Again, I had already warned you not to touch the golden harness." Ivan said, "Yes, I understand, but we have a new challenge. We must find Koshi the Immortal." The wolf thought, and he said, "We must go find the witch whose name is Baba Yaga."